Echoes of affection, how much you feel, I just don't like you. I'm sorry. Romance blooms in the rain's aftermath. Rhee's still wondering if pure friendship can even exist between a guy and a girl. Everyone was saying goodbye to their wild. This interlude promises more than it reveals. Anna finally got her one-on-one chance with her dream guy. She wanted to be super brave and finally confess the crush she'd been nursing for years. But Dexter smoothly beat her to it, offering to walk her home. Because she was totally head over heels, Anna accepted immediately. This interlude promises more than it reveals. Once they got back to her place, the cozy vibe made them want to take things further. But right when things got spicy, a wave of panic washed over Anna. She immediately hid in the bathroom. After her frantic heart rate and breathing calmed down, she realized she just wasn't ready yet. And Dexter, being the smooth operator he was, the spark ignites, subtle yet undeniable. Noticed Anna's hesitation. He didn't want to pressure this pure girl. But just as he was about to sneak out, Anna opened the bathroom door. The air was thick with awkwardness. After a few clumsy explanations, they surprisingly shifted the conversation to their wildest dreams and future plans. Heartstrings tugged by the unlikeliest paths. Maybe it was the gentle night breeze or the lingering champagne bubbles, but they promised to be lifelong best friends. They even swore to meet or contact each other every July 15th to share all their year's drama, joy, and heartbreak. And on this super complicated night, they just hugged tightly, keeping that innocent line firmly in place. Vulnerability meets chance in cinematic grace. Just like that, their first July 15th arrived. Anna, chasing her writer dreams, moved to London. Like any fresh-faced grad, her eyes were sparkling with hope and beautiful fantasies about the future. I'll take lemon by the stone, of course. Dexter helped Anna set up her new place. Layers of longing unfold in quiet beauty. Now, Dexter was about to head off to Paris to chase that long-awaited free spirit life he craved. At goodbye time, he specifically told Anna to remember to write him letters often. Anna's face totally lit up with joy. In this huge, strange city, that long-distance connection would be her warmest comfort. Romance blooms in the rain's aftermath. The second July 15th rolled around, but Anna's writing dreams had been totally shattered by harsh reality. To survive, she was stuck waiting at a small dinner. Today, the manager even shoved a new employee her way. This guy Ian said he was actually a stage actor, but to pay the bills, he had to take on a side gig, just like her. The narrative's pulse quickens here. The daily grind had erased the spark in Anna's eyes. She robotically explained the workflow to Ian, feeling like she was just repeating her own fading dreams. In these suffocating days, only venting to Dexter let her temporarily forget the heavy pressure of life. But Dexter on the other end was totally swimming in luxury. He gave Anna a few lazy, superficial words of comfort before hanging up, hurried along by some girl. Vulnerability meets chance in cinematic grace. Anna heard the dial tone, and finally, she couldn't help but whisper those words buried deep in her heart, "Miss you." Dexter's life was miles away from Anna's struggle. His handsome looks landed him a TV training gig, and his doting parents spoiled him rotten. Life was a total breeze. Vulnerability meets chance in cinematic grace. In fact, at their July 15th meeting in year 3, right there at Anna's diner, he managed to snag a hot girl he'd just met. You were trying to fit her entire head in your mouth. People have enough trouble keeping the food down as it is. This interlude promises more than it reveals. Anna felt a stall of jealousy, but being his friend means she couldn't say much. She just quietly complained that her writing dreams were still going nowhere, though her restaurant job, surprisingly led to her becoming the manager. Dexter's comfort was always so sweet. As he helped clean up the tables, he gently reassured her that she wasn't lacking talent, just that life's heavy burden was temporarily blocking her shine. The spark ignites, subtle yet undeniable. Keep up to climb. We know you need it, don't you? You need a holiday. A year later, on the next July 15th, Dexter took Anna on a much-needed, self-care vacation. A brush with destiny that lingers sweetly. Anna even meticulously drafted 3 friendship rules. 1. Absolutely no sharing a bed, especially after drinking. 2. Zero flirtatious behavior. 3. Must be fully dressed to swim. These rules seemed to boss Dexter around, but secretly, they were Anna's deepest desires. The narrative's pulse quickens here. Their first stop was a sun-drenched, golden beach. As Dexter applied sunscreen, he didn't forget to compliment her bouncy, elastic skin. Anna looked cool on the outside, but inside, her heart was doing the samba. They spent the entire afternoon basking in that rare, peaceful companionship. Layers of longing unfold in quiet beauty. Back at the hotel, they were wrestling and goofing off, constantly testing the boundaries of their friend. Even though the password was bubbling up, they managed to stay totally sober and sensible. As night fell, they hit a cozy bar. Maybe the jazz music was too intoxicating, or maybe the alcohol broke down her defenses, but tipsy Anna finally spilled the beans about her secret crush. Heartstrings tugged by the unlikeliest paths. When we were even close, I had a crush on you. My arms and everything. Have you gone to saying that? Well, I already knew. Turns out Dexter knew Anna was crushing the whole time, but he never ever gave her a straight answer. A brush with destiny that lingers sweetly. Then, Dexter suddenly suggested a stroll. He casually led Anna to the beach, undid his shirt buttons one by one, and leaped into the ocean with a glorious splash. Even though they promised to stay fully dressed, Dexter totally dared her, and Anna stripped down and dove right in. They played wildly, completely forgetting all their silly rules. Heartstrings tugged by the unlikeliest paths. But the fun atmosphere quickly got intense. Dexter's eyes turned deep. He stared at Anna and whispered softly. "I'll throw, near miss." Serendipity at its finest, pulling strings unseen. "I'm not in my car, I think. I'm not insane. You know, I thought about you. I think about you." Vulnerability meets chance in cinematic grace. "You and me? Really?" Anna's heart accelerated instantly, feeling like a million tiny deer were stampeding in her chest. Just as she gathered her courage to cross that friendship line, Dexter suddenly pulled back all the softness. "The problem is, I fancy pretty much everyone." Anna managed a strange smile, hiding her crushing disappointment. The narrative's pulse quickens here. She guessed maybe Dexter wasn't ready, or maybe his playboy DNA was just too strong. Just then, Karma arrived to teach Dexter a lesson. Two kids on the beach quickly snatched his clothes, including his favorite vintage shirt. Dexter scrambled up, chasing them butt naked. Emotions brew beneath the surface calm. He couldn't catch the quick little rascals. Seeing his embarrassing panic, Anna's inner heartbreak magically faded a bit. That night, they lay silently in the same bed. No deep talks, no boundary-crossing touching. Only steady breathing intertwined in the darkness. Serendipity at its finest, pulling strings unseen. Time flew. The next July 15th arrived, and now Dexter was a famous talk show host. Naturally, more beautiful ladies were throwing themselves at him. But the intoxicating world of fame didn't tame his restless heart. Instead, he plugged into the nightlife, even picking up a nasty drug habit. Whispers of what could be echoed through. Yet, whenever he got drunk, he always instinctively called Anna. But those calls always ended like this, remember. "You are absolutely truly amazing." A brush with destiny that lingers sweetly. Dexter. Dex. Anna's heart was always tangled with feelings she couldn't quite name. Dexter was wrestling with the same turmoil. Those drunk calls were never just for a simple goodnight. This interlude promises more than it reveals. Even when alcohol numbed his mind, some words still got stuck in his throat. It was July 15, 1994. That year, Dexter's mother was diagnosed with a terminal illness and was near death. Meanwhile, Dexter was completely worn out from partying. He showed up to see his mother with messy hair and stinking of alcohol. A brush with destiny that lingers sweetly. His mother took one look and her eyes filled with deep helplessness and disappointment. She desperately wanted her son to get his act together and put his life back on track, so she quietly told Dexter, "I know that you're going to be a fine man, decent, loving, accomplished. I don't think you're there yet." Heartstrings tugged by the unlikeliest paths. "And right now, I worry, but you're not very nice anymore." His mother's gentle words pierced Dexter's heart. Hot tears streamed down his face. Was it a revelation that came too late, or years of suppressed guilt finally breaking free? On the ride home. Serendipity at its finest, pulling strings unseen. His father dropped his usual leniency. His voice was sharper than ever as he scolded Dexter for looking like a total stranger. "If you ever come to see your mother in this state again, I will not let you in the house. I will close the door in your face now." Emotions brew beneath the surface calm. His parents' scolding hit Dexter like a sledgehammer, leaving him completely shaken. He instinctively reached out for Anna's comfort. But all he got was a cold voicemail. Heartstrings tugged by the unlikeliest paths. Okay, can you call me when you get this? I need to speak to someone. There are not someone yet, you. Anna had actually heard the phone ring before she left. Her phone used to ring only for Dexter, but repeated hopeful calls only brought drunk rambling and long silences. Anna knew it was time to end this hopeless waiting game. The spark ignites, subtle yet undeniable. So, she decided to finally say yes to Ian, the colleague who had been chasing her for ages. Seeing Ian's super careful manner reminded Anna of her own humble past. Though she knew this clumsy guy was miles away from her dream type, why waste herself on endless longing when she could accept this easy, reachable warmth instead? Romance blooms in the rain's aftermath. On that rainy street, they ran wild like silly teenagers. The rain blurred their vision and washed away Anna's fixation on the past. In that hazy mood, Anna and Ian became an official couple. Meanwhile, drunk Dexter. Emotions brew beneath the surface calm. Kept redialing Anna's number, but still no one answered. He kept rambling into the receiver, as if that could fill the giant hole in his heart. Oh please, can you just come over? The next July 15th, Anna was now a beloved teacher, enjoying a simple but fulfilling life with Ian. Layers of longing unfold in quiet beauty. But Dexter's life took a nosedive that year. He first lost his mother forever, then his show's ratings plummeted. Hit after hit forced him to bury his pain deep down. He put on a mask and faked a smile every day. In those dark times, Anna was his only anchor. But the Anna of today had transformed. She learned to let go of the past. Layers of longing unfold in quiet beauty. She still watched Dexter's show on TV, but seeing that familiar yet strange face on screen, she just quietly watched, never reaching out to disturb him. July 15, 1996. Anna used her savings for a down payment, and Ian moved in. When she got Dexter's meeting invitation, Anna immediately asked Ian's permission. If Ian said no, she wouldn't go. Serendipity at its finest, pulling strings unseen. Ian was inwardly screaming no, a million times, but seeing the sparkle of anticipation in Anna's eyes, he finally gave her trust and space. That night, Anna and Dexter met at a fancy bar. They sat across from each other, talking slowly about their new lives and partners. Every single sentence sounded like a carefully rehearsed script, desperately proving their lives were perfect. But when they talked about the other person's happiness, their hearts felt an unspoken regret. Heartstrings tugged by the unlikeliest paths. Because the person making the other happy wasn't them. During this deceptively normal conversation, Anna noticed Dexter's weird behavior. He went to the restroom every 10 minutes. And when he came back, he hit on random women. But what froze her heart was when the alcohol kicked in, Dexter started mocking her job as a teacher. A brush with destiny that lingers sweetly. Do you know what they said? No, what did they say? You know. Those who can. Finish the sentence. Alright, well, those who can, do. And those who can't, teach. Emotions brew beneath the surface calm. Those words absolutely smashed Anna's control. She fought back her fury and turned to leave. Dexter finally woke up and quickly chased after her to explain, but it was way too late. 3 years of bottled-up patience finally broke all of Anna's sense and forgiveness. The narrative's pulse quickens here. Did you realize that I have literally not seen you sober? VE been off to the toilet every 10 trying to explain his own problems. Those selfish words were the final straw that broke Anna. Whispers of what could be echo through. For the first time in years, she ripped off her mask and confessed her real life to Dexter. I know that you have been too locked in my bubble, I know. But there are things that I needed to talk to you about. About how I am. I'm stuck in a rut with a man that I am not in love with. And if I can't talk to you, then what is the point of you? Of us? What do you mean, what's the point? We've kept growing with each other. If it's over, then we should just shake hands and say goodbye. Heartstrings tugged by the unlikeliest paths. That was like a dumping. Yeah, maybe I am. You're not who you used to be. Oh, come on, listen. I apologize. Please. Dexter watched Anna turn around, and a smug little smile crept up on his face. He innocently thought the turn meant she still secretly loved him. He was dead wrong. I love you, Dexter. so much. Romance blooms in the rain's aftermath. I just don't like you anymore. I'm sorry. Anna's words struck Dexter like a sledgehammer, nailing him to the spot. The true weight of those 3 words, I love you, still hadn't registered with him. Romance blooms in the rain's aftermath. But Anna had engraved that feeling into the softest corner of her heart, year after year, until that last little flame was finally extinguished right there. For the next 4 years, they totally vanished from each other's lives. During this time, Anna's writing dreams started coming true, but she broke up with Ian. Ian, devastated by the double loss of career and love, sank into drinking. One day, while Anna was out, he sneaked in, drank, and read Anna's private diary. A brush with destiny that lingers sweetly. The poems she wrote for Dexter became his drunken jokes. They fought constantly over those 4 years, and this time, the long-standing conflict finally exploded. After they both cooled off, they broke up again, respectfully. Meanwhile, time had left its mark on Dexter. His wild past started biting him back. His show's ratings dropped, and he was quickly replaced by some energetic young host. All his former glory popped like a bubble. Heartstrings tugged by the unlikeliest paths. I sense a disenchantment, Dexy. It's just a little concern about my future. The future never rests, so it makes it so bloody exciting. The narrative's pulse quickens here. Everyone loves you, yeah. But they love you in that ironic love-to-hate kind of way. Right. And all that we need to do is just find someone that loves you for real. Romance blooms in the rain's aftermath. Faced with having absolutely nothing, Dexter used his last bit of charm to win the heart of a rich girl. He wasn't even sure how much real love was in that relationship, but he didn't care. He just wanted to coast through the rest of his life in this marriage. But life as a house husband wasn't easy. His 2 brothers-in-law constantly reminded him he was a former king of flops. During family game night, the mockery escalated into a full-on family attack. Even so, Dexter just sucked it up, staying silent and ending everything. Vulnerability meets chance in cinematic grace. Finally, the July 15th reunion arrived in the year 2000. Dexter and Anna bumped into each other at a classmate's wedding. Seeing Dexter and his fiancée share a sweet kiss, Anna felt a sharp sting of disappointment. Turns out time couldn't heal all wounds. Later at the reception, the classmate Dexter had once scorned was now super successful. When he heard Dexter was jobless, he even offered him work, but Dexter turned down the offer, his eyes searching the crowd until they landed on Anna, stunning in her blue cheapao. Heartstrings tugged by the unlikeliest paths. Dexter made up an excuse to his fiancée about getting champion and went straight to Anna. They instinctively avoided the wedding noise and began catching up on their lives and adventures over the years. The young arrogance had faded from Dexter, and Anna's every movement showed grace and ease. The narrative's pulse quickens here. They talked for ages, as if their past unhappiness never existed. When Anna mentioned her new book was about to be published, Dexter was genuinely happy for her, happy that she finally achieved her dream. But when he pulled out a wedding invitation from his pocket, time seemed to freeze. Anna distinctly heard the sound of her own heart shattering. Vulnerability meets chance in cinematic grace. Still, she forced out a perfect smile, giving Dexter the most heartfelt blessing and hug. Countless people had walked into her life over the years, but only Dexter had taken root in her heart. But now, those beautiful memories couldn't flow backward. All the nostalgia and reluctance could only turn into one deep, final kiss goodbye. This interlude promises more than it reveals. Diving into the romance, I miss you, Dex. I miss you, too. The narrative's pulse quickens here. S soft glow of longing unfold in quiet beauty. July 15th, 2001. Dexter entered the daddy club. His former arrogance was completely eroded by baby bottles and diapers. This former playboy even started enjoying this normal life. He even swallowed his pride and took the job offered by his old classmate. Whispers of what could be echoed through. You're only here to learn the ropes, okay? Company policy, everyone has to. I'm enjoying it. Oh, good. Every night after tucking his daughter in, he would seriously reflect on how to be a worthy father and husband. But fate had the cruelest joke planned for Dexter. Emotions brew beneath the surface calm. My girl, I know I'm not good at all this dad/husband thing. You're doing fine, Dexter. No. No, and I know if you had a receipt, you would have taken me back a long time ago. But, I'm working on it, right? Sometimes with me. That's all. Vulnerability meets chance in cinematic grace. I've got to go, and I'll see you tomorrow. Night-night. Just as Dexter was basking in the happiness of married life, his wife was cheating on him. And the third wheel? It was the classmate Dexter once looked down on, and who was now his boss. This marriage, built on nothing but benefits. Layers of longing unfold in quiet beauty. Crashed to a painful, quick end. 2 years flew by. It was July 15, 2003. Dexter's hair was starting to gray at the temples. Nervous yet hopeful, he boarded a train to London, determined to see Anna again on this special day. A brush with destiny that lingers sweetly. Anna was now a recognized author. She cut her signature long hair, and her expression held an intellectual glow. Seeing that familiar yet strange face, Dexter's hand still automatically went to gently stroke her hair, just like old times. After years of ups and downs, Dexter finally gathered the guts to face his true feelings. But just as he was about to speak, Anna interrupted him first. Serendipity at its finest, pulling strings unseen. You've met someone. Is that really so hard to believe? A man? Yes, a man. A guy. A guy is a guy. No, is he? I see. Anna thought their wedding goodbye was the end of their story. Back in London, she started a new life, finally achieving her original writer dream in meeting a talented piano at a book signing. Heartstrings tugged by the unlikeliest paths. Two artistic hearts slowly grew closer, and now they were a couple. Hearing Anna's 2-year update, jealousy got at Dexter like a poisonous snake. He felt like a little kid whose favorite toy had been snatched away. But when Anna tried to introduce her new boyfriend, Dexter just took a quick look and totally retreated. Heartstrings tugged by the unlikeliest paths. The once arrogant man couldn't even look his vitality in the eye. Anna's presence suddenly felt distant. Seeing them happy, Dexter realized some love, once missed, must be buried forever. Only now did he truly understand the gut-wrenching pain Anna felt watching him flirt years ago. Romance blooms in the rain's aftermath. Inside the concert hall, Anna looked calm but was inwardly churning. She knew if she missed Dexter now, they might never meet again in this lifetime. Anna refused to accept that ending, so she ran after Dexter. Wait. Dexter. Whispers of what could be echoed through. I thought I got rid of you. If you love me, Dexter, and I swear if you lead me on and let me down, or go behind my back, I will murder you. You swear? Don't love the common man. The common man, ***. Romance blooms in the rain's aftermath. This love, 15 years overdue, finally bloomed. It came late, sure, but that only made it more precise. July 15, 2004. Dexter and Anna tied the knot. Dexter poured all his savings into opening a cozy cafe on the corner, while Anna continued chasing her literary dream as an author. Vulnerability meets chance in cinematic grace. Married life means they no longer suffered from the pain of missing each other. They could finally build this hard-won happiness together. July 15, 2005. Dexter's ex-wife sometimes brought his daughter over. Watching the little girl, Anna's eyes always shone with motherly love. She desperately wanted to have a child, their own little love token, with Dexter. The spark ignites, subtle yet undeniable. Sadly, July 15, 2006, arrived, and Anna's wish still hadn't come true. The disappointment left her anxious and glum. Dexter, noticing his wife's mood, gently pulled Anna into a hug and softly comforted her. Layers of longing unfold in quiet beauty. Why don't we meet each other after work? We'll go to the movies, your choice, something with subtitles. And we can go and have some dinner. Just you and me. And we can work this out. Why? Vulnerability meets chance in cinematic grace. To get Anna out of her head, Dexter planned a romantic date night. But Anna was totally distracted at work. She finished her swim workout late and tried to call Dexter to explain the delay, but the call went straight to voicemail. Desperate to make the long-awaited date, Anna rode her bike and cut through a quiet alley. Whispers of what could be echoed through. Just as she squeezed out of the alley, Anna's mind froze right there. Only the memory of the anticipated date twinkled in the depths of her mind. Those sweet words she'd planned to say were forever stuck on her slightly trembling lips. Maybe fate itself was jealous of their enduring love, so it chose the cruelest way to end her life right when Anna was happiest. The narrative's pulse quickens here. And just then, Dexter finally had time to listen to Anna's voicemail. "Hey there, handsome. It's your day. I'm running late but I'm on the way. And I'm sorry for being so stuffy this morning. I just wanted to say you're a fine thing next to me. You." The narrative's pulse quickens here. "I love you very much." "Okay, there you go. Lucky you." After Anna was gone, Dexter plunged into a bottomless abyss of darkness. He lived like a zombie every day. Only drowning himself in alcohol could briefly ease the heartbreaking pain. Emotions brew beneath the surface calm. Nothing worked, not his ex-wife's advice, nor his daughter's comfort. Days blurred as Dexter drifted in a drunken stupor. Until one night, while eating dinner with his father, his dad suddenly and calmly told him, the last thing, the best thing that you could do, would be to try to live your life as if Emma was still here. Layers of longing unfold in quiet beauty. "I don't know if I can, because who did you have been drawn for the past 10 years? That brief exchange pulled Dexter out of his haze. He realized that for the past decade, his father had quietly borne the pain of losing his wife, ending the same loneliness and grief. This interlude promises more than it reveals. Looking at his father's hunched back, Dexter finally started to understand, some people never truly leave, they just find a way to live forever in our softest memories. July 15, 2009. Dexter was back on his feet, managing the cafe that held all of Anna's memories. And on this special day, serendipity at its finest, pulling strings unseen. He met someone special, Anna's ex, Ian. They were two guys who had both deeply loved the same woman. I hate the day. 15th of July. Heartstrings tugged by the unlikeliest paths. I just hate you, too. Quite wildly. Actually, I don't. I'm sorry, but it only ended because she lit up with you, just in a way that she never did with me. And emotions brew beneath the surface calm. She made you decent. And then in return, you made her so happy. So happy. And I will always be grateful to you. They were once history, but now they could share a sincere hug. Seeing Ian happy with his family, Dexter's mind drifted back to that summer night years ago. Serendipity at its finest, pulling strings unseen. That evening, Anna gently woke him from his sleep. He opened his eyes and saw Anna quietly sitting in front of him. This time, he silently vowed to have a perfect ending. So he took Anna on that unfinished date. They walked hand in hand through the mountains. The distant scene was like a watercolor painting, as if even heaven and earth were witnessing their unresolved love story. Heartstrings tugged by the unlikeliest paths. What if they hadn't made that naive pact? What if Anna had been a little braver? What if Dexter had matured sooner? Would the end of their story have been totally different? Maybe in a parallel universe, their younger selves are running wild after the graduation party, Anna's skirts flying, Dexter's smile dazzling. Holding hands, they bravely chase their own happiness in the morning light. Emotions brew beneath the surface calm. But in this real world, the trajectory of fate changed 16 years ago. Life's deepest regrets are like sand slipping through your fingers. When you finally want to hold tight, you realize they've already scattered with the wind. Life's most painful lessons always arrive too late, like realizing the value of sunlight only in deep winter, or the precision of togetherness only after parting. By the time we finally grasp these simple truths, the person who walked beside us has vanished into the vast crowd. Emotions brew beneath the surface calm. Only fragments of memory remains, softly knocking on our hearts late at night. May you and I never miss a genuine connection in this messy world, and never let any encounter turn into a lasting regret. This interlude promises more than it reveals.